welcome to Maki Kutti's podcast.
With God's help.
We're talking on the power of the tongue. The tongue really does have a lot of power because even what I'm telling to you right now, I can't do without my tongue. I mean, try saying, "Hi, want to have a bite?" without using your tongue. Let's try it. Hi, want to have a bite? That's a terrible accent, but still, even in that, your tongue might slightly move. The thing is, the tongue has lots of power, but even more than maybe swallowing our food and talking, the tongue can change the world. You might be like, what? It can even kill you sometimes. You might be like, I can't do that. Well, let us first start with a Bible verse. James 3:4-8. In these 4 verses, we can understand what James is trying to convey about the power of the tongue, the sheer magnificence, and how James is making it be like an invincible wall. Let me show you how it is. Behold, also the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whichsoever the governor listeneth. Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and set it on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beast, and of bird, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed, and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Now, what is James trying to convey? Well, let me explain. First, in verse 4, he starts off with an example of how small things can start off big things. Why do we need that? Let's think of your arm, okay? You might be like, the arm. Yeah, that's the arm. A 20 to 29-year-old man's arm can hold 230 phones. You might be like, I could do anything for those, but that's just an example of weight. So, the thing is, but the tongue can't even lift up your old broken rat sack toy truck from 1947. The thing is, what it means is, it's saying how a small thing, like a rudder in a ship, can make it a big thing. A helm is a rudder, basically. Then verse 5 talks about how it boasted such great things, and it uses kindle it. That will come handy later. It's a little member, but it boasted such great things. I mean, name one instance in your life when you said something like, oh, I'm so great. Look at her. She's not so great. Blah, blah. He's not so great. Blah, blah, blah. Like that, have you ever boasted? Try boasting those same words with your tongue up. See? Without your tongue, you can't say anything. The thing is, so it boasts such great things even though it's so little. Like compared to your arm, even the tongue is small compared to your arm. Even compared to your finger, it's slightly only bigger. Okay, let's continue. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. What does that mean? It means it has so many sinful words. We're saying so many sinful words. And boasted great things. So is the tongue among our members. That's what it is. That it defileth the whole body. not only the mouth it defiles the whole body. How does it defile the entire body? Well, let me tell you one thing. Let's say you have lots of friends, okay? And then you get angry at one of those friends, okay? And that friend gets angry at his friend because you got angry at him. And that time you get angry at one more of your friend. And that begins a chain reaction, kind of like an atomic bomb. It boasted such great things, even though it's so tiny, weensy, wongy. And it sets the entire, and then you lost all your friends, and soon your body goes a snap. Then, and set it on fire the course of nature. It is set on fire of hell, because hell is so flaming. Actually, if you look at fire, the thing is, what can quench fire? Think about it for just 1 second. What is the first thing that pops into your mind? Water. First, they contain the fire. But that's not important because you can't contain this fire. It said, just look at this. You can't contain this fire. You can't contain this fire like normal firefighters, because look at the next verse. For every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and hath been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. Which means you can't contain this fire. You just have to put the fire out. How do you put down the fire of hell? By taking the only thing that can slay it. Jesus Christ, the living water. Jesus is the living water that will slay this fire of hell. That is how the tongue is like the fire. But remember what the first verse talked about it being like a rudder. Well, let's expound upon that part. For example, it is small, but it has such a powerful impact. You might think, how can this small tongue have much impact? Well, when we get, most of our body is water. And in our cells, we have some water in it, okay? And when you talk bad things to water, it goes bad. I'm serious. It has been scientifically proven that when you talk bad things, the water goes bad. So, when you get angry, and what do you get angry with? Your tongue. Then the water in your cells dries up. It withers. It becomes bad. And then you get higher chances of heart disease. Now, everyone wants heart disease. Raise their hands. And so all of you are raising your hands. That's up to the brim, aren't you? No, you're not. The thing is, when we get angry with our tongue, it can even change our literal body. The people surrounding us, it can change with the friends thing. And even us, it can change in a bad kind of way, that is. Well, fun fact time, folks. You can also say this. Words are even more powerful than words. You might be like, what? Well, let's go to the context. That's what I mean. Context. Without context, one word can be taken in a bad sense. Like if someone says, I don't like them. But then you might get angry at that person. But if you look at the context, I didn't like them at first. But then I really grew to like them. And then I understood that my first thought was wrong. So, was that right or wrong? Would you get angry at such a person? Well, that's how words are. And misunderstanding words without context can make a large fight. Well, with God's help, we learnt about the power of the tongue, folks. Bye. See you soon. The end, folks.